time for Scanner News, and I'm your host, Brian Hale. Brought to you by RNC Welding in Gary, Nebraska. Scanner Recap is back. That's right, the Scanner Recap is a midnight to midnight look at the day's most significant calls, and we're bringing it back. Here's an example of what you might hear. By 10:40, the 1040 was out the window. Not a good start to your day when your 1040 or 420 goes out the window. That's the code for drugs. At 9:40 a.m. Mountain, a trooper from Nebraska State Patrol called in a traffic stop. Good news, the driver pulled over. Bad news, one of the two in the vehicle started chucking drugs out the window. Next thing we heard was that the trooper had one female, 1015, and that means in custody and on the way to jail in this case. The male was released at the scene. An interesting call followed that one with a hitchhiker on Highway 385 near mile marker 90. That would be about 2 miles north of Angora. The caller reported that the male was jumping in front of traffic and flipping drivers off. Further information indicated that he was in his 30s, wearing a blue hoodie and tan overalls and traveling northbound. A trooper caught up with him at mile marker 95 and provided him a ride. Traffic indicated that he was left out at mile marker 111 on Highway 385, and the trooper said he had, quote, no issues with him. At 3:12 p.m., dispatch received a call for an 11-year-old male who had been assaulted in Gary. Injuries were primarily scratches and bruises, and he was transported to Regional West Medical Center, arriving at 3:48 p.m. Morrill, Nebraska was the location of the next significant call with a man who was injured in an accident on the highway near the Quick Stop. He was transported to Regional West Medical Center. There was no further indication of how many vehicles were involved or the nature of the accident. The call began with a man needing assistance who was involved in an accident on the highway near the gas station. That's going to do it for today's news. Thanks again for listening, and may God bless. I'm Brian Hale.